History matters. As Charles Tilly rightly explains, every significant political phenomenon lives in history and requires historically grounded analysis for its explanation. And this brings us to temporal decentring. Provincializing implies an awareness that the analysis and practice of EU foreign policy is characterized by a Eurocentric framing of history. First, this is reflected in the continuous referral to a rather limited number of European and Western benchmark dates and events, such as the Treaty of Westphalia, the First and Second World War, the Cold War, or 9/11. Second, it is reflected in the assumption that Europe's current situation is self-evident and that we can just look to modern Europe to make judgments about how other countries and societies should develop or behave. This is also related to a specific view on what modernity entails. Evolution towards modernity is often seen as a linear process, but this view is based on idealized interpretations of Enlightenment and of other European ideologies. Francis Fukuyama nicely formulated the problem. People living in industrialized countries now suffer from historical amnesia regarding how their societies came to that point. Often they disregard that Europe has gone to, and is still going, through a long, uneven, and often also painful trajectory. In sum, provincializing means recognizing the specificity of Europe's historical trajectory. European ideas and policies were developed in a specific historical setting that engendered specific collective memories and worldviews, which are not necessarily shared by other societies. Engagement demands that non-Western framings of history are taken seriously too. First, this implies learning from other benchmark dates or foundational events that are important to other regions and societies. And these can be totally unrelated to European involvement or can be closely associated with European military interventions, colonialism, or imperialism. Examples of such benchmark dates are the 1916 Sykes-Picot Treaty, drawing state borders in the Middle East, or the struggle for independence of the numerous countries that were part of the British, French, and other European empires. Second, engagement also means paying attention to different perceptions of time and to other trajectories and the evolution towards European-style modernities. Different perceptions can exist of what development and modernity entails, and this modernity can also include a turn to tradition, such as the developments in the Islamic world. Finally, reconstruction implies that scholars, in their analysis of European foreign policy towards other regions, explicitly take into account the historical experiences of those regions, in general and in relationship to Europe. And this knowledge can shed light on the lasting effects of certain historical experiences and on the local receptivity or lack of receptivity to European foreign policy objectives.